Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. My name is Cecilia. Like always, I have my green Story Cycles bag with some of my favorite books, and today I want to share with you a book titled Jabari Jumps, written and illustrated by Gaia Cornwall with permission from Candlewick Press. So let's look at this cover. This is Jabari. What is he standing on? Have you seen one of these before? If so, where have you seen it? So this is a diving board. Where do we see diving boards? At the pool. So, this is Jabari. What do you think? What is he thinking as he looks down from the diving board? What do you think he's thinking? Well, let's find out. Again, this title is Jabari Jumps. So, here we see Jabari. What is he doing? He's getting ready. Look, he's taking off his t-shirt, putting on his swimming trunks. Oh, he took off his socks and he put on his goggles. Let's get ready like Jabari. Let's put on your swim trunks or your swimsuit. Don't forget to take off your socks. Take off your socks. And just like Jabari, let's put on our goggles because these help protect our eyes when we are in the swimming pool. Let's find out about Jabari. So he was ready. So one day, Jabari and his dad and his sister were going to the pool, and Jabari said, "I'm jumping off the diving board today," Jabari told his dad. "Really?" said his dad. Now, the diving board was high, and maybe a little bit scary, but Jabari had finished all of his swimming lessons and he had passed all the levels and he passed his swim test and now he was ready to jump. How do you think Jabari feels about jumping off that diving board? Let's look at his face. Does he look scared? No, he is excited. He said, "Daddy, I'm going to jump off that diving board. I passed all of my swimming lessons and my swimming test. I'm ready. And guess what? I'm a great jumper," Jabari said. "So I'm not scared at all." And he demonstrated his big jump. He said, "Daddy, I'm a great jumper." Can you jump like Jabari? Do you want to jump? Show me your highest jump on the count of 3. And when I count to 3, I want you to jump as high as you can. 1, 2, 3, jump! Whoa, that's some high jumps, just like Jabari. Now, let's see. Oh, they're at the community pool, and there's a lot of people at the pool. There's a lot of children and other adults. And here, do you know who this is? They stay and they watch everyone in the pool, make sure everyone is safe. They are called a lifeguard. So there's even a lifeguard at the pool. Now Jabari watched all the other kids climb up. Here's the diving board. Do you see the diving board? And oh, look, someone is jumping. Someone is jumping. How do you think she feels as she's jumping? Let's see if I can get close so you can see her face. Oh, she has her mouth open. What sound do you think she's making? Maybe she's going whee as she jumps. So Jabari watched the other kids climb up the long ladder. It is a long ladder because it is a tall diving board. And they walked all the way out to the end of the board. Walked to the very end so they would climb. He was watching the children climb. Walk to the edge of the board as they looked so tiny, like little bugs. They were so up high, thought Jabari. But then they stood at the edge. They spread their arms. Can you spread your arms like this? Spread. They spread their arms and bent their knees and whoosh, jumped off the diving board. They sprang up. And then they dove down, all the way to the pool and with a big, loud splash. "Looks easy," Jabari said. Do you think it looks easy? Have you ever jumped off a diving board? Remember, this is Jabari's first time. Jabari said, "Oh, it looks easy." But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Why do you think his dad squeezed his hand? He squeezed it just a little soft, just to make him say, I'm here, you're safe, it's okay. And Jabari squeezed back saying, oh, do you think he might be a little bit nervous? Remember, it's his first time. Have you ever done something for the very first time that made you feel a little bit nervous? Have you ever jumped from the diving board? Or maybe went into the swimming pool for the first time? Or rode your bike for the first time? So, but Jabari was ready. Jabari walked to the diving board and he looked up the tall ladder, all the way from the bottom to the top. Is it a short ladder? It's a tall ladder. He has to go up very high so he can jump off the diving board. So Jabari stood in line, but he said, oh, you can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do, he said. Now Jabari thought and thought, and look, see, Jabari was next, but he said, oh, you can go, and everybody went before Jabari, because Jabari said, I have to think, I want to do a really special jump for my first jump, so you can go before me. So he thought and thought, and now, is there anyone in front of him? Well, one person's climbing, but no one else is waiting. So it's Jabari's turn. He thought and thought. What do you think Jabari is thinking? He's thinking about his special jump, maybe? How do you think he's feeling that now it's his turn to climb up the tall ladder? Let's see. So Jabari started climbing. Jabari started to climb up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. And his dad said, are you okay? Called his dad. Oh, Jabari said, I'm just a little bit tired. This is a very tall ladder. I've been climbing for a long time. So maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A rest sounded like a good idea. So, do you think Jabari is tired? Yeah, he could be tired. Why do you think his dad is telling him he should take a tiny rest or maybe come down? Maybe rest? And do you think Jabari's feeling very sure that he wants to jump right now? He might still be a little bit nervous. So Jabari said, oh, I think a tiny rest is a good idea. So after he climbed up, he climbed down from the ladder. And Jabari said, oh, when he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. He says, oh, you know what? I forgot to do my stretches. Stretches are really important. So he started to do his stretches. So he put his hands on his hips and went side to side. Let's stretch like Jabari. Show me your hands on your hips, just like Jabari. And let's stretch one side. Let's stretch hand on a hip, stretch the other side. We're stretching our body, just like Jabari. Next he said, oh, I need to sit down and touch my toes. So he sat on his bottom and reached out to touch his toes. Do you want to try it? Let's sit down on the floor. Put your legs out straight in front of you. Wiggle your toes. Are your toes ready? Now show me your fingers. Wiggle your fingers. Are your fingers ready? Now stretch forward and touch your toes. Stretch your back. You're going to stretch your back just like Jabari. We stretched our sides. Now you're stretching your back and your arms. Very good. Can you touch your toes? Very good. And Jabari said, oh, I have 2 more stretches. Next he said, I have to stretch standing up and touch the ground and stretch my back and stretch my legs. So do you want to try this stretch? Very good. So you stand up and open your legs a little bit. I'm going to put my book down so I can show you the arms. And you lift your arms and go down and touch your toe on one side. Stretch. Remember, you're stretching your back just like Jabari. Do you feel the stretch on your back? Do you feel a stretch on your legs and your arms? All right, let's stretch to the other side. Remember, put your arms up and now stretch down, down, down to the other side and touch the floor by your foot, just like Jabari. And feel the stretch on your back and feel the stretch on your legs. And the final stretch, oh, Jabari said, I need to stretch my arms and my shoulder blades on my back. So this one's a little bit different. And I'm going to put the book down and we're going to do it together. So for this stretch, we're going to put both of our arms up. Bring one arm to your back. Bring your other one to hold your elbow and stretch. You're stretching this part of your arm. Stretch. Now, let's switch. Pull and stretch. You're stretching all here, just like Jabari. So Jabari did his 4 important stretches, and he said, oh, stretching is so important. I can't believe I forgot. So Jabari and his daddy walked over to the diving board, and Jabari looked up and said, I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, as they looked up, up, up the diving board. Why do you think Jabari maybe wants to wait and said, maybe tomorrow? He did his stretches, right? He should be ready. How do you think he feels? Do you think he still feels a little bit nervous and scared? Probably. It's a big, tall diving board. And remember, it's his first time ever doing it. So his daddy said, it's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes I feel scared, he said. And when I do, I take a deep breath and tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops me from feeling scared, and I feel a little bit more like a surprise. Jabari loved surprises. So his daddy said, you know what? It's okay if you're scared. And sometimes when I'm scared, I have to take a deep breath so I feel better. So Jabari thought, and Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair all the way down to the tips of his toes. So let's take a deep breath like Jabari. We're going to breathe in deep through our nose, and then we're going to blow the air out through our mouth. And you can do it with your eyes open, or like Jabari, he closed his eyes while he's doing a deep breath. So let's, on 3, we're gonna breathe in through my nose, through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Hold it a little bit, and let's do it 2 more times. Breathe in through your nose. How do you feel after doing 3 big, deep breaths? Do you feel a little relaxed? Do you feel a little bit calm? So after doing a lot of deep breaths, what do you think? Do you think Jabari is going to feel ready and calm and ready to climb up, up, up that tall ladder and jump off the diving board? Do you think he's going to jump? Let's see. So Jabari looked up, and he began to climb. Look, he's looking up, and he began to climb up, 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 and up, and up, until he got to the top. Jabari stood up straight, and he walked all the way to the end of the board. Let's climb up that ladder, just like Jabari. Remember, we have to climb up, and it's a big, tall ladder. Climb up. We're feeling calm and ready, just like Jabari. Climb up, 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 and he stood up straight. And he walked all the way to the edge. Do you think he's going to jump? He even walked balancing his arms. He had to hold his arms out so he could balance. He walked to the very end of the board. And his toes, he's at the end of the board. Look, his toes curled around the edge. Is he high up? He sure is. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready, and he whispered, "I love surprises." Look how far he could see. Here's the pool. There's Jabari. He could see the pool. He could see the trees. He could even see the city buildings. That's how high he was. So Jabari felt, he says, "I feel ready." And then he took a deep breath, spread his arms, bent his knees, and sprang up off the board, flying. Let's jump like Jabari. You can stand up. If you want to stand up. Let's stand up straight. Remember, you have to stand up straight. He balanced with his arms, and he felt ready. He bent his knees and jumped and flew all the way up, 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 like he was flying. And then he went down, 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 and hit the water with a large splash. Look at how big this splash is. Splash, and the water went everywhere. And when he splashed, he went down, 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 all the way down under the water in the pool. And he was swimming. Let's swim up. Remember, we dive, and now we're going to swim, 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 swim up with a big whoosh when his head came out of the water. Whoosh! How does Jabari feel about his first jump from the diving board? He's smiling. He's happy. Do you think he feels excited? Happy? Proud of himself because he did it. Remember, this is the very first time he jumps from the diving board, and it was kind of scary. "Jabari, you did it," said his dad. "I did it," said Jabari. "I'm a great jumper." And you know what? "What?" said his dad. "Surprise, double backflip is next." He's gonna jump again, and now he's gonna try special tricks. And that is the end of Jabari Jumps. Thank you for joining us for this read aloud of Jabari Jumps. Don't forget, you can look below in the description and find some conversation starters, questions, and activities to try at home. You can always visit our website at www.tandembayarea.org for additional resources and additional playlists with different videos, different books. Again, thank you for joining us, and come back soon. Bye-bye.